So here's a funny story. So I play Airsoft with my lads from time to time. Usually when they're over, we play during the nighttime because it's funner, honestly, because I haven't played in the daytime yet. Usually because the days are so short that by the time we're done playing Project M or doing whatever, we come out and it's dark already. But it's kind of fun because you have this aspect of like, you're right here and everyone else could be like anywhere over here. So you get a real perspective of like of fear, essentially, of like, because like fear of the unknown. So you play really, at least I play really defensively, and I go from like spot to spot really slowly. When I'm in danger, I run my ass off. It's very primal and fun. And so one time I had managed to camp all the way over here. Actually, yeah. So I was right in that tree right there, and like in between it, like just on the ground. Here, I'll give a little recreation. The ground's really hard, but it wasn't back in the fall. So I'm like prone, like right here. And keep in mind, we had like spring pistols, so you can't fire very fast, is the thing. So yeah, but I'm situated right here because I just camp out a little bit, play very defensively because I want to get shot. And previously I had been camping in between like the forest line, just taking pot shots at people who were trying to run up and get ammo over there, because we had like a little crate of like 400 count of just 20 gram BBs. That's like when you're out of ammo, you'd go there to refill, either when you're dead or if you want to make a risky maneuver and try to stay in the game for longer. So usually we get like someone camping out over there, so it's very risky. You usually get shot. But here I was camping out right there, right in this little, because you can kind of see it. Like I managed to clear off a lot of brush. I camped there, and I also camped, oh yeah, you can see it really well in here. Right in here, you can see almost the outline of my two arms going out in my body. Just camping out right here. It's nighttime, so we're using flashlights. And here I am just going prone and just keeping my eyes and ears open, because during nighttime, it's like, if you hear a leaf crinkle, then you hear it. You just hear it. And sometimes like leaves will fall off the trees, and you hear that, and you're like, is that someone or is it just leaves? So there's a lot of noise going on that you want to pick up. But usually, if you hear it in like a segment of like footstep, all coming from the general direction, so you know that people are there. Come on, get off snow. So there's people right out in here, and so I do this. I just go prone, pot shot, and then run my ass back down and try not to get shot, and then do one of these maneuvers, slide back into prone. So that's what I was doing, and I had much less on at this point in time, because right now I'm wearing 2 layers of pants, boots, a flannel, and this Serbian military jacket, and this camo baklava. You know what I'm talking about. But on that night, I was wearing, let's see here, snow pants, two socks, boots, a heavy winter jacket, a scarf, and like another, I'm out of breath, another headscarf. And we're also wearing sunglasses for eye protection. Now we have snow goggles that do much better, but it's dark out, and also the sunglasses. So it's like 2 layers of darkness. So what you have to do is just like take off the sunglasses for a little bit and put them back on, because you don't want to get blinded, you know. But you know, sometimes you had to do what you had to do. But during that night, I managed to just do that, and like little by little make my way back up. And this is daytime, so you can see people, but during nighttime someone could be like, God, I can't tell you. So like right there beyond those trees and like right in there, and you wouldn't know because you can only hear their footsteps. There's no visual aid that can accompany it. But like I said, I was able to just slowly move up, you know, take point. You know, if I heard some footsteps, you know, take a few pot shots. Am I out of ammo? I'm out of ammo. Oh man. Stupid gloves. Well, yeah, so I was able to just maneuver across into here, wearing much more clothing, mind you. And so I was able to get situated in there. And so I'm in there camping, going back a little bit later, just holding there. And so it turns out that Jake, Robin, and Ted, I'm not quite sure if Lily was involved in this, but she might have, I don't know. They are baiting me. And so they're walking in here, making a lot of noise, just some idle chat. But not like too idle. Just like, yeah, I don't know, where is he? I don't know. Just like, not really any like signals that they were baiting me, but just like, yeah, you go over here and I'll go over here, but hold on, let's just go a little bit further, or stuff like that. They're walking, they can't see me for shit. It's Ted and Robin walking across, and I think it was because I waited, because I couldn't shoot too fast, and I was on sideways at this point, and so they were just walking across, and I think I had a really good line of sight, so I can take a couple shots here, because I was right there. But I think I hesitated a little bit, and then I was like right here, I started shooting or something. It was like right here, or no, it was right here. Yeah, because it happened when they were there. Yeah, so I start shooting them, and they run away. They're like, what the fuck? Where is he? I wasn't able to shoot at any of them because it was nighttime, and also spring pistols aren't the best for accuracy and, you know, FPS. But the entire time, I don't know where Jake was, but he just like ran up. He just ran up to me and then just slide kicked me, like whoosh, just like right in there, hit me on the back of my neck. Damn, it fucking hurt. And so that happened, and I just got up, and god damn it, that wasn't cool. Don't fucking do that again. And then I just took off all my stuff and went back in. I think if it was someone else, they'd have much more of an issue with it, but I was like, I'm a pretty good sport about things, I like to think. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm done. So I just left, because he just got hit in the back of the head out of nowhere. Because they instituted a rule that there's like some like physical combat tackling thing, but I don't think that's a good idea. Because, well, I tackled Robin like twice, a couple times before that. No, last time before that, over in there, which I can talk about in a bit. But otherwise, it was just Jake hit me in the back of the neck. And we lost one of my pistols too, which kind of sucked. So I don't know where it is. It's probably either just somewhere in the abyss, probably underneath my couch if I were to guess, like actually guess. But yeah, that was fun. Another thing about nighttime is that like you can't see shit beyond this brush, because like as is you could probably see someone, you know, if they're staying adjacent to that tree, They're standing adjacent to that tree right in there. But in the nighttime, you could just like stay pretty low and they wouldn't see you. So it's a real balancing act of how much can I bullshit my opponents, but how much will they bullshit me? Because someone could be right in there, this little patch of white, and you can't see them. You cannot see them, especially when this brush was a little bit taller. But have your flashlight out, and maybe if you could like see if they had like a reflective tip or something, you could see them. But chances are you're not gonna see them. You're just gonna scan by and be on your way. So you can use that advantage, but it's also an extreme disadvantage. So be very, my advice, I've done this a couple times, is just, I've done this nighttime airsoft, is just stay incredibly frosty, no pun intended, but don't make dumb decisions unless you're pressed to make dumb decisions, like tackling Robin. And I'll get into that in a bit. That was funny, but essentially just you know, don't play too liberal, play pretty conservative. Is if you suspect someone's there, you know, maybe wait for them to make a move first, because they can probably see you, and they're probably gonna make a move first because you're not. Although there's some line of thinking of like, well, if they see you and it's nighttime, they're just gonna like stay there. So after a while it becomes like, if that happens and both people just stays there, someone's got to make a move. And the longer, if you're in this position where you got someone, but you don't know where they're, you're the most vulnerable. So, you know, like I said, it's a real balancing act, because someone else could just walk up and just, hi, and then you're gone. Another example of this is this brush right in here. This brush, if it's nighttime, you cannot see shit. Like from here to like here, you can't see anything. And here, if you stay low, they can't see you, but if you go tall, they might be able to see you. But it's just like pitch black through there. And if you have a flashlight on, because you can see their beam through like little open spots within the brush. So immediately when that happens, you kind of think, oh shit, he sees me. But usually they can't see through that. So they'll just see as like they'll just get lost in the figure of it. So you're pretty safe. So after a while, it just becomes an act of, like I said previously, of who makes the move first. And if you're in that position, then you're the most vulnerable. But I was able to like bullshit Robin a couple times through here, because I had managed to like go back where I was camping to there, you know, going prone. I had managed to come up through here and then go back around. And so the second time I was out and around, I was in here bullshitting Robin, because he was right there and I was right here, and he was shining his flashlight at me, and I just stood still the entire damn time. Like the entire time I just stood fucking still. And sometimes I'd bait him by like cocking my pistol, and he'd be like, whoa, what's going on here? But honestly, what I could have done, which might have been a better idea, is just like, well, I don't know, because I wouldn't be in that situation. I'm not in that situation now. But if I would have just gone prone, then she might have just like, he could have just like walked through here, and I get a clean shot off on him. But if I had gone there, comes back around, well, it's all in just a case of how stealthy you are and how good they are at finding things. But regardless, I was out of ammo at that point, and I had originally come down, I think, just to get there and, you know, look intimidating and maybe get some ammo, but that didn't quite pan out. So I was just stuck in here with Robin, and we had just done this tango for like 20 or 15, like 5 minutes. Time goes really fast when you're doing this. Well, actually, no, time slows down is what I meant to say, because you're there, and if you like stay still for 5 seconds, that feels like 13. It feels like 30 after a while. So we had done this song and dance for a while. I was able to just book it out like so, And I think I tried going there, but I ended up running through here or something. Yeah, I think that's about what happened. And so I'm over here, and Robin goes over there, and I'm trying to sneak up real quiet and just like try to get to the ammo or something, anything in the situation I was in. And right in here, I could have just gone prone and wait for him to just walk across, which was probably the better idea. But I ended up just trying to go for the ammo. And let's see here. Yeah, it was right behind this bend. Right behind that bend where I heard Robin, he heard me. So I just backed the fuck up. And so he pursued me. And then I don't remember quite how it happened, but we ended up in here. Yeah, we ended up in here. And yeah, so what happened was there was a incredible showdown of Robin, who had a gun with ammo, and me, who had a gun without ammo. And I was just in here. He walks up and he goes for a shot, and I was able to just like roll out of the way. And then so I'm like right here or so. I was able to roll towards him. And so I like did another roll back, and then with the momentum of that, I just leaped onto him, took him to the ground, and yeah, didn't count. It was still fun. It was still funny. But I had done that previously over there, because I just ran up and tackled him while I wasn't looking. I think what happened. I think he was in a conversation with Ted or something. I just tackled him. So that's about it. It's about the extent of it, at least. So yeah, it's nice and cold and snowy out, so it's a plus. We don't get a lot of snow out here. I checked the weather. I nearly tripped there. It's 22 degrees out, so it's snowing. So it's gonna keep on snowing. Yeah, that's about it.